Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
What up, y'all? It's KMB, the sexy ninja for a Paper Saber universe, and this is the New World Podcast, brother. Picks and predictions for WWE's Night of Champions this Saturday. Saudi Arabia, the big show is here on a big weekend of professional wrestling because we got Battleground, we got Double or Nothing, we have some other crazy indie events going on this weekend as well. So let's just jump right into it, man. Night of Champions, if you're going to watch it on Saturday, I believe the show for me here in Arizona starts at 10 a.m., which I'm happy about because I actually get to see the show before I go to work. We're going to jump right on in. We're going to start from the bottom to the top. No particular order, but of course, keeping the main events heavy. Not Bianca. Well, yeah, let's start with that. The Raw Women's Championship. Bianca Belair versus Asuka. You know my gripe. I'm like, Bianca's on SmackDown, but she's defending the Raw Women's Championship against Asuka. You know, let's go into both these matches here. But we'll do a doubleheader here. Then the SmackDown Women's Championship, Rhea, who's on Raw, defending the SmackDown Championship against Natalya. Please, God. Like, this does not make sense. Rhea's Raw, so she should be the Raw Women's Champion. Bianca SmackDown, so she should be the SmackDown Women's Champion. Why are we waiting, unless you're doing it tonight, before the show? I don't know, at some point, maybe in the kickoff show, you're going to be like, here's the title. You get the title. Okay, now I'm going to go defend the title. Like, I don't know why. It just drives me crazy. Like, as I was writing my notes, I was like, I don't know why this is upsetting me. But I picked Asuka to go over and beat Bianca for the Raw Women's Championship. I picked Rhea Ripley to remain the SmackDown Women's Champion. I think it's Asuka's time. I think these two are going to have a great bout. If we had anything in Puerto Rico, Bianca, I think, has hit her end. I think she's hit the ceiling. Now we kind of need to go regroup and see what we can do, or make Bianca a heel. The babyface thing, I feel like, is done. She's, like I said, she's hit the ceiling with it. Let Asuka get the title. Give Bianca a little bit of a break because she has been holding on to that championship for a while. She's been holding it down, giving us some great matches. But I just feel it's Asuka's time, finally, to get something, especially on a big night like this. Rhea, I don't see that. Like, as soon as Natalya got the championship opportunity, I was just like, I think I made a joke in the last podcast before on the SmackDown one where I was like, she was sitting there eating a salad. I was like, oh, yeah, I'll face Rhea. But at some point on tonight, if Asuka beats Bianca and Rhea beats Natalya, maybe Asuka comes out and they swap titles then and there. Okay? Where do we go from here? Well, there's some opportunity with Rhea. You know, you got Becky. You got other women on this roster. Where do you go with Asuka? You know, and I believe Asuka's Raw, right? Asuka is Raw. Or she's SmackDown. No, she's SmackDown. That's where I get confused with the titles being on the line. But, you know, there's a lot of opportunities we could go with these two, and we could build up towards Money in the Bank, which is going to be in London. So, big opportunities there, man. But I picked Asuka to win the Raw Women's Championship. Rhea to retain her SmackDown Women's Championship. Next match, Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus. Becky for the win. Lita's going to come out. I already feel. I feel like for some reason, Damage Control is going to be out there. You know, some more building towards Bayley and that. But I don't know why, because Bayley's on SmackDown. But I just got a feeling there's going to be a lot of outside interference with these two as they beat the crap out of each other. I believe these three matches I mentioned are going to be awesome, though. I really feel deep down that these matches are going to bring it tonight. And I think Becky and Trish are just going to beat the shit out of each other. And where do we go from here? We end it. We're done. You know, Trish had her little heel run. You know, it was an okay run, but I think Becky needs to move on to bigger opportunities because I would love to see Becky and Rhea Ripley tear it up, for the championship and everything like that. So, but, what's next for Trish? I think this is her not the final run, but a good story to finish here at Night of Champions. Intercontinental Championship. Gunther versus Mustafa Ali. Gunther for the win. I don't see, they're not taking Mustafa Ali serious to the point to where Brock Lesnar walks through him cutting a promo about how he's going to be serious and he's not going to be so positive. And then Brock Lesnar walks through, becomes a big meme from this, get a life, kid, and walks off just kind of burying fucking Mustafa Ali. So I don't see him, he's going to get a good pop, at Night of Champions. He's going to get a great, cheer and whatnot, but Gunther's going to come in and wreck him and then walk away still your IC champion. And Gunther, there's opportunities galore with Gunther and that IC championship, man. We can go here nor there. Gunther at some point, some force, dynamic force is going to come out and challenge Gunther. And I feel like a Drew McIntyre could come back tonight. Or on this show. World Heavyweight Championship match. I am picking Seth Rollins because AJ Styles, it's just because of where they're at. After the draft, I was like, Rollins is a Raw guy. I don't see them splitting up the OC anytime soon. AJ Styles is going to stay on SmackDown. I just feel that's where we're going to go with this. And Seth being on Raw makes sense, him winning the World Heavyweight Championship and being our champion on Raw. So Seth freaking Rollins, but I know these two are going to tear down the house. AJ Styles, Seth Rollins, that's just money being printed. Now, getting into the last two, Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes. I am picking Cody for the win. He's going to get Brock, and it's going to be a fair, nice, clean, but dirty. These two, I think, are just going to kick the shit out of each other. Or a stipulation will be added before the match happens, because remember, Cody got attacked on Raw, his arm and everything like that. Unless I was thinking, too, Brock gets to win, then we have the rubber match at Money in the Bank, because this story has possibilities to go to a third match. Cody's got one, Brock's got one, we go to Money in the Bank and we end it there. If Cody wins, he goes on to go be in the Money in the Bank, and he wins the Money in the Bank, and he wants to face Roman at SummerSlam in Detroit. So there's that possibility there, but his roadblock has been Brock Lesnar, and I'm picking Cody for the win, but it could be Brock, and we could see them fight one more time. It is WWE. We do like repeats here. All right, now for the Undisputed Tag Team Championships, Solo and Roman versus Sami and Kevin Owens. I am picking Sami and Kevin Owens due to the fact I feel this is going to be some big stuff that's going to happen. The Usos are going to help Sami and KO retain the title and knock out Roman and Solo so Sami and Kevin can win, setting up Solo Roman versus the Usos, possibly at Money in the Bank, and then Solo at some point turning on Roman, leaving him with just the Wise Man, or maybe the Wise Man walks away as well. I think, I don't, taking the titles off Sami and Kevin Owens right now is not worth it to give Roman more titles. As much as we all want to see it, don't get me wrong, as soon as that pops up in my mind, we're like, ooh, Roman? More titles? What could that look like? No, it's like, get that thought out of your head. Sami and Kevin, but the Usos are going to help them win and turn on Roman here at Night of Champions. And Sami and KO are going to walk out with the Undisputed Tag Team Championships. What's next for them? We have a whole roster full of great tag teams, and I would love them to put up those titles against whoever. Street Profits, I don't know about Viking Raiders or anything like that, but, Alpha Academy, that would be great. So much great opportunities across the board for the tag team division right there. But that's what's going to happen. Well, that's what I say is going to happen. This is why I pick some predictions here, folks. But the Usos will turn on Roman at Night of Champions. Calling it now. All right, y'all, there we go. There's my picks and predictions for Night of Champions here on Saturday. Tell me what you think of this. Would you go the other direction? Do you feel like Roman's going to walk out with 4 titles? Let me know. Drop those comments below. Let's talk pro wrestling here, folks. Then go to prowrestlingtees.com/New World Podcast and get yourself that sweet nWp logo. I want to see it in the crowds. I want to see the nWp grow. All right, y'all. Designed by Penta X. Check out his music. More designs coming. And after that, like and subscribe. Share it with your grandma. Share it with your grandpa. Share it with the bum down at Walmart. I am KMB, the Sexy Ninja. And as always, the New World Podcast is for life, brother.
And she's come around to whoop Trish Stratus back to 2006 where she should have stayed retired.